I mean, they're big, of course, but there's no excuse. We've I don't know if we've played any team big as this already or we have, but we play against tall guys, and I just feel that we was in a. We should get back to the drawing board, watch film, see what we did wrong, uh, get to our defensive principles. I think that we were not in our right spots tonight, and I don't know what happened out there, but that was not us tonight defensively.
How about offensively? How much were you guys kind of disturbed or beaten by the interior presence? Points in the paint was obviously the big difference.
Yeah, I know. They had one of the best shot blockers in the league, but no excuse to that. But just feel that we got to do a better job trying to find ways to get downhill, exploit matchups. Myles had it going good today. He had us in the game all day today, but we just got to figure out, man, how to get down and once you get the ball in the paint and kick out and try to make plays for your teammates.
You guys have gotten off to some slow starts this year, but tonight was a little even step back for you guys in that way. What did you feel like was hurtful for you guys in that first quarter?
To be honest, they got up in the tie a little bit. They tried to dictate, to be honest with you, and Ty is fine. He would do a good job. Next time we played him in a week and a half, and we'll adjust to that. But it was coming to the league. When you on the rise and teams scouted you, that team came ready to play against us. They were very prepared for us. We were prepared, but we just got hit in our mouth first, and we didn't respond back.
You just talked about it, but you guys love to get into the paint, drive, and try to find a basket there or kick it. But when they have a guy like Gobert, how do you balance still attacking but knowing that that's playing right into his strengths?
I mean, Gobert is good, but we played our strengths too. Mom is 7 or 9 too. The game got to reach a certain spurt. The game's about runs. We had Myles dunk, come down, tie the corner three. He shot it. They called timeout. The game go different. The game's for the runs, and I think they got a steal, turnover. They went back up a 5 or 4, something like that. Game's all about runs, and that's what comes to sometime. And we didn't. After that run, was able to get it back. We're in the game, and we just gotta stop those runs quicker. Where they went on.
What would you like most from what Myles was able to produce offensively and reading the defense?
He's aggressive, very aggressive. That's the Myles we need to play every night. And he's always going to be shot block presence. He's one of the best shot blockers in the game. You talk about Gobert. I think Myles is best at doing it, and he does it both ways too. He goes offense and defense, and the way he played tonight was special. He the one kept us in the game. That's how it be sometimes. You exploit matchups, and that's what they give us. So just got to do a better job. Just take this day off. I mean, this one hurts a lot. It stings a lot, but happy Thanksgiving tomorrow. Chill with some family. Regroup, clear our minds, and get ready for Brooklyn Friday is all we can do. We just got to brush this one across us.
You did just bring it up, but what did you think of that Myles dunk in the third quarter?
It was great, man. It was energy. Great momentum change. I just wish that we would keep going and going off of that and feed off that. That was big. That was a game changer, and we didn't really execute it and feed off that momentum. We went back a step, so we need to feed off plays of that and go up and take a couple steps back. All right, go. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
We got to be tougher, I think, on rebounds. But other than that, we have a tall front court ourselves, and they have to guard us. And I think we did a good job of taking advantage of certain situations, but not the outcome we wanted.
I feel like they took you guys out of your game a little bit really early in this one. In the beginning of the first quarter, what did you see as what they were doing so well to slow you guys down?
I think we took ourselves out of our game. I think we have to get off to better starts. As we start playing, these teams out west and even Brooklyn Friday and these teams that are, in playoff contention, you can't get off to those slow starts with them because they'll bury you. And, fortunately, our second unit was able to give us a nice burst and got us back into the game. But, we got to take the first unit's got to take care of business. Something that we've addressed and something we need to continue to address and nip it in the bud.
You had a big game yourself tonight. What did you see from their coverages that allowed you to have such a big one?
It was just what you said in the beginning. I knew they were bigger. I haven't been picking and popping a lot this year because I've been able to take advantage on rolls and on smaller front courts. But bigs have trouble guarding me, and I know that I take advantage of my spots. And coach puts me in a good position to do so. My teammates set me up, and they were looking for me all night tonight. I was continuing to be aggressive, and I got a great outcome.
What did you think of your own dunk over McDaniels in that third quarter?
It's up there. Yeah. I mean, people told me that was close to the Gordon Hayward one, but I don't know. I blacked out for a second there. My knees hurt right now, so I can't do that every night.
Addressed this already, but I think they scored 74 points in the paint. I think he beat you on second chances pretty bad. I mean, just what were some of the sort of the breakdowns you saw, just kind of keeping them away from the rim?
We didn't stick to our basic defensive principles, I think, tonight. I think we got away from ourselves, especially in that second half. We had to have a low man help. And, our low man just wasn't there tonight. But one of the things that you got to learn from, you watch film and you make sure it doesn't happen again. We're not pointing the fingers or anything like that, but sticking to our schematics, we had to stick to what makes us us, and I don't think that we did that very well tonight.
Well, that was rough. It's pretty clear that we're not sneaking up on anybody anymore. A team like Minnesota is a team with a lot of veterans, and they came in with the idea that they wanted to physically have a lot of disposition and presence to start the game, and they made it hard on us defensively. And so we obviously did a lot of things not very well. The rebounding was not good. Our shooting was poor. They had something to do with that. But we fought through it. But they were just better tonight.
Rick, you guys got off to a slow start again. Myles just said, feels like you guys beat yourselves kind of in that stretch around the first quarter. Would you agree with that way you guys started the game?
Yeah, it was a rough start. It was. Their length and physical presence caused problems for us to start the game, and we were playing from behind the majority of the time. We got, I think, a 1-point lead, one for one moment, and then they quickly, I think, either hit a three or hit a couple of twos, and so it was just hard to get a lot of traction out there. So we'll have to regroup and get ready for Friday, and again, we're playing better teams. Minnesota's they're a playoff team. Brooklyn's been a playoff team, and we're off into the wild blue yonder. So we'll play better Friday. I'm confident of that.
You guys like to attack the rim and create your offense from that, but when there's a guy like Gobert waiting down there, is it hard to find the right balance of how much to attack and stick to your game plan when he's stopping everything, changing everything?
Yeah, he's a factor for sure. But when you give up 60% shooting and have a deficit of 20 rebounds, I mean, they turned it over a lot because we were pretty aggressive and persistent, but we've got to defend better and we've got to be better on offense, both sides of the ball. We just didn't do a good job tonight, so we got some things to correct and get better with on Friday.
Just kind of keep going with that theme. I think both of the guys, Buddy and Myles, both say you felt like you guys got away from your defensive principles, and that kind of explains the 74 in the paint. I guess, would you agree with that? Is that sort of the most you've seen these guys, derivate from what they're supposed to do?
Yeah, we struggled really at both ends. So I wouldn't say it was all one end. I thought it was a combination, but it's one game. It felt like 2 or 3 losses. It was just they were just coming at us in waves. But it's one game, and we've got to learn from it. We've got to learn about how we need to play. I mean, the thing that has set our team apart from some other teams is our connectiveness, our sharing of the ball. And we just didn't move it well offensively tonight. And, when you're not connected offensively, your defense struggles in the same way and vice versa, So Yeah, no, it's a tough night. You got to give them a lot of the credit, but we're going to have to play a lot better.
Yeah, for sure. Just stringing games together, but we gotta start our games better. That way, our second unit can come in, pick us up like they always do, and give us a good lead instead of coming back from behind. So we figure out to do that against these good teams, we'll be just fine.
Are you able to pinpoint what that is in first quarters? Is it more of an execution issue? Or are you still trying to determine what causes those slow starts?
It's just shooting, making sure we warm up correctly during layup lines and stuff, getting a good sweat in. So I think if we do a better job of that and punch people in the mouth instead of getting punched in the mouth sometimes, we'll be good.
There's a pretty big disparity in points in the paint tonight. What do you think led to that?
Just miscommunications on defense on our part. We'll clean that up before Friday and make sure that doesn't happen again.
You guys are coming off here. It's been overall a really nice stretch of play. You're still won 9 of your last 12. Is that kind of the message here, that this is one maybe slip up in what's otherwise been a really nice stretch?
Yeah, for sure. The message is, keep our heads up. We've been playing really well together. We've been executing everything that we want, playing at a high level. And, it's very hard to win in this league. And what we just did was a great stretch, but we want to do it again. So right back to the drawing board and put them wins back together.
Yeah, I just struggled tonight. Obviously, Jaden's a very talented defender. He's will be for a long time in this league. So, you get accustomed to it after a while and just had a bad game. So, just move on.
What do you think of the start this team had? It felt like you guys have had some rough ones, but this one even more. So it took you a while to get into it.
Yeah, that's a really good team over there. A team with playoff aspirations, a team with playoff expectations. So, they came punch us in the mouth early. A lot of guys contributed for them. So, we just weren't ready to start games. It's kind of been a theme all year, and starting groups got to be better. Starts with me.
You end up with 74 points in the paint. Buddy and Myles just kind of said it felt like you guys got away from some of your defensive principles. Did you see the same thing? I guess, where did you see some of the breakdowns in terms of keeping the ball away from them?
Yeah, just got to be better in our low mans and our MIGs. Obviously, we've done a really good job of protecting the rim all year. Didn't do as good of a job tonight. Don't know why that is, but got to get home, watch the film, look at it. It's just some slippage, and it happens over the course of 82. But we got a big one on Friday against a team that we split with in Brooklyn, and just got to be ready to go.
What did it mean to have your friend Palmer in the house tonight?
Oh yeah, it was awesome to have him here. I've been meaning for him to get to a game for a while, so good to see his face. Good to see him, having fun at the game, even when wasn't the best game. But just glad that he could make it out here.
You got Gobert hanging out under the basket for a team like you guys that likes to attack and get to the rim. How much does that change? How you balance your offense when he's down there waiting, but you still want to get in close?
Yeah, he protects the rim. Obviously, one of the best shot blockers, the game has ever seen. We felt like we were still attacking, felt like we were getting contact at the rim, but weren't getting the free throw line. So, again, I'll watch the film and kind of make that determination. But, obviously, there's a guy down there. It changes things a little bit, makes you think twice and things like that. But I felt like we were, getting the rim, getting fouled a couple times, but, I don't make the calls.
What did you think of Myles dunk in that third quarter?
Oh, big time play. Probably most athletic play I've seen from him since I've gotten here. I know he's always good for a dunk down the middle, so it was a big time play.